Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Belt Kings live stream featuring your host with the most, with the multi-random broadcaster, multi-random this and that, Tony D, and then myself straight from the H.
The losing
Hey.
H, nothing personal. The losing H, nothing personal.
Get used to another disappointing season.
Season 2 Bill Kings Fantasy Football League, Wild Card Weekend Divisional Playoff Post Game. Appreciate the intro, Brian. It's your man Tony D, aka the Random Multi Broadcast. You got Brian in the house.
Yeah.
An enthusiast of stuff. Yeah, he is. That is a narrative now. I'm not gonna be long. We only had 4 games. Talked about most of it this morning. For the 2 games a day, Brian, the floor is yours. You missed it this morning. Go for it.
Oh man. I'm still gonna rep my team.
Golf Hawk, you want to come up, man? It's the same link.
Yeah, bruh.
I ain't gonna be here all night. I know you quick with yours. You come with it.
Yeah,
I need to change the title. You need to. Yeah, his title is going to be league champion. If you ever come up, that is your title. I need you to put your name on there and all that good stuff on there.
League champion.
League champion. Original league champion. All of that good stuff. All of that good stuff. Go ahead, Brian. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, I didn't see the first game with the Detroit and Detroit and the Bucks. So, but then I looked on the Bleacher Report and saw that Detroit prevailed.
Rather, I didn't watch most of the game. I had a headache and I had to sleep some of it. And also, no. It is past your bedtime. It is past your bedtime. Just because you retired don't mean you could be staying up all night. You got somebody in that house who ain't having this craziness, but I'm happy to see you. Fireman Rich is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Fireman Rich in the morning coffee on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 0530 and or 0600 during the week. Rich, how you doing? You good, bro?
I'm doing good. How are you doing as far as compared to this morning? You feeling a lot better?
I am better than the headache I had earlier. I appreciate it. I'm giving Brian the floor since he's missed it. I'm going to let him finish, but appreciate you coming in.
Ted just sent me the thing. Okay, let's go ahead and use the old link.
Yeah, Ted needs to come up.
Well, Ted was the one that told me Tony's coming up here. Tony knows I go to bed, but I'm just still...
But we need to make up, though. All right, so just to recap, starting with yesterday, first game, Houston at Baltimore. It started out as a very good defensive and offensive chess match. But then second half came over and Baltimore turned it on. I will be honest, I'm surprised, but then not surprised at the same time. But however, though, the defense, everybody was talking about it. I was real confident going into the matchup, but like Baltimore has that stout defense. So what more can you say about that? Lamar Jackson balled out. Took him a little bit, but he didn't start balling out till the third quarter. But yeah, and then it was unfortunate that Kaimi Fairbairn missed the field goal to make it at least 13-10 going into the half. But
field goals are a killer.
Yeah, and plus it's cold. It's cold and the wind and all that, being an outdoor game. The thing about it is, though, I thought one penalty was not thrown was when the Texans punted and then the kicker got hit, but no flag was thrown.
Crazy numbers, crazy calls. Referee calling has been an issue all season, more than I've ever seen it before.
Yeah, because I got heated. I was like, that's roughing the kicker, blind right there before they panned over. The kicker got hit, but they didn't call it. So, but overall though, I'm not mad. I'm actually proud because just the fact that in 1 year turnaround versus the last 3 years of BS. So this has been a big accomplishment. So I'm not mad. Baltimore's a tough team. Their record says it all.
I got to throw this in there too. We talked about it this morning. Rich was talking about how happy Dalvin Cook was. I told everybody Dalvin Cook was All he got to do is get the ball. He get back to his old self. They show his stat at the beginning of the game. He was seventh amongst running backs with yards. I think receptions. I think it's yards, receptions, and touchdowns. If
Mhm.
not one, if not two of those categories. So he's definitely. I'm still sticking with him being one of the top 5 running backs in the NFL. And right now, he's pretty much 100% healthy. They were saving him for this time of the year.
And
He,
he's on a good team that's going to utilize him.
they will utilize him there. He took a vacation with the Jets, 100%. He took a vacation with the Jets, so that was pretty much recovery time. If we were looking at NFL side of things, they worked it out the way he can get healthy and still be relevant. Let that brother get loose in the playoffs and then in the Super Bowl. Oh my God!
Yeah,
Man,
and then now also too with Baltimore advancing, and it's going to be at Baltimore, so home field advantage.
yes,
Mark Andrews will be activated,
Mm.
so that's going to be a
he's running
huge,
with your man
huge.
Likely, isn't he? He's running with your man Likely up there.
Yep.
Likely been holding it down for him. I got to make a move real quick. Y'all got to go ahead, please.
Yeah. So I mean, and then run a two tight end scheme. Um, but yeah, I mean, Baltimore's going to really bring it because like for Lamar in his mind, it's he's got to make it. He's got to make it all the way.
Well, he's a whole different Lamar Jackson compared to years past because he's actually holding other players accountable, being the leader he should have been before. I
Yeah.
think so. He's projecting himself, but it's more in a positive way. If I just remember being in the military, the uh, top sergeant yelled at you and stuff like that. You didn't take it personally. It's just like he's pointing something out that you better get your act together and stuff. And once you got your act together, it's like, okay, let's go get a cup of coffee and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
but that was displayed. I think the one thing though, Brian, that I noticed, I don't think I mentioned it. Uh, they had seven. What was it? Motion penalties, I guess, there for Houston, which I think that was just a sign that I don't think it really had an effect on the game as much. Okay, as being the so-called penalties, as much as it sort of displayed something that they weren't really into that game as far as they I think they were holding their own, I think, to a certain degree. But it just said that was the slight edge that was in favor of Baltimore, that they were a little antsy as far as on that line.
Yeah. Yeah, and then also too, like the fans were really, really
Oh
loud.
yeah, yeah,
So
that's
it's kind of hard to hear. So that also plays a factor too, because I think like for a while, like the
yeah.
Kansas City fan base was like the loudest, but
I would say Seattle. Seattle's always been known, and
yeah,
but the announcer said during that game that they don't really say that much about the fan base noise compared to other ball fields, like you said, Kansas City or Seattle or
yeah,
elsewhere, stuff like that. So it's just, but they've got a lot to look forward to. What's the chances of them staying all together as a unit?
that is a very, very good question. I hope
Yeah,
I hope as far as like the player wise, for some of them that signed a 1 year contract, like Dalton Schultz and a few others, hopefully they could negotiate and go from there. But I know in free agency, because I forgot how much we have for a cap. Um, it's going to be wild come free agency. So at this moment, as of now, I hope they Nick Casario is already evaluating and, getting all that. Now, as far as like the staff wise, like the main topic has been Bobby Slowick, the offensive coordinator, since everybody's gunning for him to interview, and he's already been interviewed by like three or four other teams now.
right. Yeah,
So
a
it's
lot of
like,
yeah.
yeah, so it's like I just wish that hopefully he could just say, you know what, I'm good where I'm at because I see a lot of potential in this team, and let's see, help Houston, be relevant once again.
Stuck in
But
interruption. I apologize.
Yeah.
so, um, so yeah, so I mean, I'm hopeful, but like I said before, it's just a 1-year turnaround to have gotten as far as we did is a huge, huge, huge accomplishment
Absolutely, without
over the
question.
last 3 years. And then, for all those naysayers that
Oh,
are
for
trying to
sure.
they're just hating. Hey, Smoke, um, you know, uh, just
Oh my
doubting them because everybody was like saying, "Oh, they're gonna probably finish 7-9 or 8-8 or something like that." But then finishing off, as we did, it speaks volumes.
oh,
And just seeing
oh
how
yes. It says it out.
CJ evolving. I mean,
We haven't had 11 since eyes on this broadcast in a minute. I want to thank all 11 of y'all. Go ahead, Brian. I'm sorry.
it's all right. But
CJ
yeah,
Stroud did his thing. The Houston Texans did their thing. They got beat by a better team. They got beat by one of the best teams in the league. That will be their credentials. They lost to
yeah.
the team in the AFC.
But like I said earlier, though, Tony, I don't think they played as a good team. So I'm thinking same thing with San Francisco, another good team. I really think they they obviously won both of them, but I think I thought they could have played better. And I'm just wondering again that layoff, is that really an advantage to where it sort of dulls their, it takes them a quarter or two to get cranking and stuff like that. Because Houston was holding their own in the first quarter and stuff like that.
Oh, in
And
the first half, yeah, in the first half, no doubt. I mean, when
it,
yeah,
but it still, and I was saying this morning, Brian, that both games yesterday did not feel like a playoff game as compared to the game I just got done watching. And no, I disagree with you respectfully, Smoke. They didn't choke. They just lost. Okay. Just say for what it is. They're two good teams. They battled it out on the grid. And that game was probably,
I gotta jump in on this, Rich. I'm sorry. When that kicker missed that kick, he hated himself.
well, yeah,
Oh,
that's,
man.
but that's the thing. It's football. We've seen this many
Yes,
times
many
before.
times.
So
Absolutely.
just to arbitrarily say they choked, well, let's see if you can get out there and take the
Smoke, I'm not putting it on my screen. I'm not putting it on my screen. You ain't lying, but I ain't putting it on my screen.
yeah. I mean, but yeah, with
and even the game before that, Tampa Bay losing, that didn't even for me. Detroit won. They could have lost that. They could have been in the same
They could have
situation.
lost that, but
And
they
it
didn't.
did really feel like of all four games this weekend, the Chiefs winning over the Bills, to me, felt truly like a playoff game. The other ones, okay, they were just whoever won moved on and stuff like that. But it's just like it's just one of those things that. But I do think Baltimore, they are the stronger team because of Lamar Jackson. I think he's showing something he hasn't shown in the past. The leadership ability of and getting things back on track, and they have. And I think Tony, you said it, and some other panelists have said it that Baltimore has some deadly weapons as far as their and you would say San Francisco on the other side. San Francisco has some deadly weapons, but I don't think they played up to their potential yesterday. But it's football. Anything can happen on the football grid as far as that goes.
Kansas City, Buffalo felt like a good game. San Francisco, Green Bay felt like a good game.
Yeah.
Detroit, Tampa Bay, I won't say it was kind of tough, but Detroit showed everybody they coming for it.
Yeah.
Nothing against Tampa Bay. I didn't think Tampa Bay was going to make it this far. I actually wrote Tampa Bay off. I wrote Green Bay off.
yeah,
I
yeah. I
wrote
mean,
but
because you're looking at Baker Mayfield and like his reputation. So
And he played a decent game, but it just didn't have that maybe next week being the championships and stuff like that. I don't know. He did his divisionals and
when Detroit go up against San Francisco, and San Francisco played, Christian McCaffrey was hurt. Debo's out. I think Debo's out 2 games, isn't he?
yeah,
At least 2 weeks. That's not good.
yeah,
And to me, like I said this morning, it showed a little bit of weakness.
right.
yeah.
A little bit
But
of
I
weakness.
mean, I'm pulling for Detroit. I mean, it's like
Yeah, I think
they will not be denied.
Detroit's hungry. Detroit is
hungry.
and that makes them very dangerous.
Yeah.
They are hungry as hell. That is very dangerous with San Francisco. Y'all got a standard to maintain now. Just being honest, you got a standard to maintain.
Well,
Ravens, Kansas City and the Ravens coming forward too.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the Detroit Baltimore Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Good God, have mercy.
The Ravens, I think, are probably the most hungriest because Lamar Jackson has actually come out and said that, as far as indicating
He's
that.
not getting any.
San
He's not
Francisco,
getting younger.
yeah, well, San Francisco, they're not really nobody's okay. The regular football talk and stuff. What's this? Smoke says football just ain't the same anymore. Maybe I'm just old. San Francisco's gonna beat Detroit. I don't. Well, they're at home. San Francisco's going to be at home, so I wonder how much that'll be a factor.
Absolutely. They
You
they
know,
had a heck of a season. I 100% agree, Golf Hawk. I 100% agree. Now, Smoke, I want to tell you, I'm old too. Let me tell you something. Lamar's going to say they're the hungriest. Detroit is the hungriest. They ain't never been.
Yeah,
Detroit
because
has never been. They have got to be the most dangerous team out there right now.
because the last time they got close was when it was like what Barry Sanders' second or third year.
They've never been to
90,
the Super
yeah,
Bowl.
back in 90, before
Somebody tell me if I'm
90,
wrong.
91, yeah.
Somebody tell me if I'm wrong. They've never been
Well,
to the Super
they're
Bowl.
going to have to play a little bit better than what they did yesterday against Baltimore, and Baltimore's going to probably be stepping it up. So, we'll get the quality of play maybe better, but the Rock'em Sock'em all-out football game that I saw between Kansas City and the Bills, they were going back and forth. They were evenly
That was a
matched.
great game. Let's be
Yeah,
honest. They was going back and forth at each other.
and it just they showed their skills. They showed their faults too, because I can't believe keeping having Kelsey that open in the middle that many times. It's like, my God.
Dude.
Yeah.
So,
So
I guess Mahomes and Kelsey there, they beat the record as far as quarterback to tight end, passing Tom Brady and Gronk. I guess they were 15-7, and I think they got two more than that they broke the record.
Golf Hall, we're gonna see. I'm already thinking it too, but we're gonna see.
it'll be Kansas City at the Ravens, and then Detroit at
Yeah,
San Francisco.
it's moving right along. It's still good football this weekend though. Still good football. Some good teams, and it's getting whittling down close to what everybody was thinking it was going to be.
Y'all gotta excuse me. I'm gonna get JoJo in the long clock because this 20-30 minute dude, I swear, I'm on his ass. JoJo.
Oh,
What's happening, y'all?
JoJo.
What happened?
You got 5 minutes. What you think about the games? Go.
All right, the games were pretty crazy, man. Wild games, bro. Wild games, man. Lions and Tampa Bay was hella crazy, man. Props to Baker Mayfield for making it this far, man. Over 300 yards passing. Mike Evans had over 100 yards receiving in the game.
Word.
Unfortunately, he had a lot of interceptions, man. There was some bad turnovers. Real close game, though. But big props to Goff and them. That boy Gibbs, man. Jahmyr Gibbs. Oh, boy. Beast, man. Big props to St. Brown. Yeah.
I'm all right. St. Brown, hands down. You already know what it is. Facts.
Yeah.
Sam Laporta.
Yep. The boy, was it Otten from Tampa Bay was a big show up too.
The tight end.
The tight end. Yeah. But big props to both of those guys. Both teams played a real hard game, man. Real hard game.
Rich, Brian, I want to apologize to y'all. JoJo hasn't been up for a minute. I want to let him get a piece of this.
go. Yeah, no.
Season games over the past weekend up to today, JoJo. Outside of what you've already said, your thoughts go.
What was I gonna say? The game we just seen, Bills in Kansas City was good, but damn, man, heartbreaking for Bills fans, man, real heartbreaking.
Tyler Bass, I feel bad for that kicker, yo.
Yeah.
It was one moment.
And Stephon Diggs dropped 3.
Yeah, Diggs dropped 3. Yes, he did.
Man,
yeah,
crazy.
man. And I said they call his number too late in the game at times. And that was one of my issues in this season. Going into this postseason, well, this playoffs here. That Diggs did manage to catch 1,000 yards receiving throughout the regular season.
That's what's up.
However, his number, he wasn't called up as far as big plays go a lot during the season. A lot of it went to what's dude's name that was out? He was out because of injury. One of the receivers. I forgot his name, man.
They
But they
had
called
quite a few
Shakir's
people.
number.
They had
Not
quite a
this
few
dude's
people.
number. I forgot this dude's
The
name.
Bills had people out.
Oh, they had quite a few people out.
Okay,
Yeah.
that says a lot. Then they played hard with missing players. That's a lot of respect they
Yeah.
need to get.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
They played
one of the receivers was out. So Diggs made his plays. Kincaid made his plays too. But yeah, they lost one of the receivers, and they had Shakir, and Shakir stepped up big time. Shakir took a bad
Yeah.
hit.
Yeah, he got crushed.
He took some hits, man.
Yeah, especially like in the end zone.
Yeah. So he
And then-
managed to come back and still play.
And then,
Allen was out there running. Mobile Allen's a scary thing, man.
So
But,
Josh Allen, yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
To him.
so big props to them too, man. Real close game. Kelsey did his thing. Rice was kind of limited, which I was kind of surprised by. Mahomes was out here.
Smoke Wildin.
Yeah. Mahomes looked worried, man. Buffalo had Mahomes and them on their toes for sure. But that was a really good game too. Brian, I'm sorry, man. I know your team, man. Yeah, man. Lamar Jackson is him, man. I'm sorry. Lamar Jackson is him. When you make 200 plus combined yards over, he had 150 something yards passing, I think it was, but over about I think 100 or so in rushing.
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, 2 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns. You had a rough day if you have that happening.
Yeah, and also too. I mean, like the offensive, the offensive line. I mean,
Yeah,
that's why like one of my coworkers, he's a Ravens fan, and I texted him. I was like, man, this is a chess match because like in the first half, I mean,
Smoke,
it
same link
was
as I sent you before is up there. You can still come on that same link, bro.
I mean, because like it was a chess match between offenses. It was a chess match with defenses, and then when they were ahead like 10-3, going towards the half, and all of a sudden they punted it, and then we ran it back and tied it up. I'm like, all right, cool. But then Kyrie Fairbairn missed the field goal. I was like, oh, come on, bro.
Boy, here we go now.
and Green Bay, and Green Bay.
Listen, I'm leaving at 11. Y'all better hurry the hell up.
And Green Bay. Oh man, Green Bay, Detroit.
Green Bay, I keep sleeping on them, JoJo. I got to give them their credit. They keep making it to the playoffs.
Boy, man, we got a threat on our hands, people. If anything, I'm gonna go away with Houston and Green Bay. Green Bay is back, and Houston is here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it like that. As far as those games go, that's all I gotta say, pretty much.
And I think like Jordan Love pretty much solidified that he is the starter and the leader of the team.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's no more Aaron Rodgers at Green Bay because of
Ted's in the house. Real Ted, his ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Ted, you got a good 5-10 minutes. Go for yours, bro.
Wait, I only have 5 or 10 minutes.
Hey, I literally just squeezed in 5 minutes, bro. You gotta go ahead.
Actually did good. I'm grateful for
Oh my goodness.
He didn't mess up no syllables. He didn't go through no countries and different names.
Rich was able to come up here and give his analysis. Brian was able to come up here and give at least 12 to 13 minutes.
51. Keep playing.
No, it was I don't know. It's just to piggyback off of what you and what Rich have said and what Smoke has said in the comments. I don't know, it just feels different. Like the games just used to feel bigger.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
It used to feel like events where you would be like, oh man, I'm ready for this. And like, I don't know, it's because we've been watching the game so long, but
we covered them pretty hard this season. So we may be seeing
it might be they use that word super playoff weekend.
Yeah, super. Wait, hold on. Super wild card weekend. And it's like soon, since all of this is a money grab, soon it's going to be the super divisional weekend where we add 2 more teams. Come on. I don't know. They were okay games this weekend.
Yeah.
I still say without a doubt, usually wild card weekend is usually the best weekend because everyone's scraping and scrapping. But I don't know. It's the game I was waiting for all weekend long was Kansas City and Buffalo.
We got a
And
game though. We got a decent game out of this.
no, that was a decent game. And something I said to one of my buddies who's a Buffalo Bills fan who I'm going to see tomorrow at work, I said it's all about clock management.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hold that ball.
Yeah.
It's not about going out there and scoring in 25, 30 seconds in the first quarter.
Right.
Hold that ball, hold that defense out there.
Wear them down.
Wear them down little by little, and then you're good to go. But the fourth quarter was something. We'll see next week. Because I'm rooting for Baltimore.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely rooting for Baltimore. And between San Francisco and Detroit, I'm gonna go with Detroit, but I got a feeling
San Francisco won it.
I got a feeling San Francisco is gonna win, but I'm
going to take San Francisco over Detroit, even though Detroit just might get them. And as far as Baltimore and KC's the favorite. I saw something in them tonight. They was taking it easy. They coming with it now because it's the time of year where they was really worried about it. I think they're gonna do their. They think they're gonna do their thing this week. I'm seeing San Francisco, Kansas City Super Bowl.
San Francisco, Kansas City Super Bowl is what you're calling.
That's what I'm thinking right now.
Ooh. I'm calling Detroit, Baltimore.
I would love to see Baltimore, San Francisco. I got a feeling we'll see Baltimore, Detroit, but I don't know what it is by KC. They turn it on.
I think Baltimore, Detroit will be phenomenal.
Yeah.
It'll be a very exciting game.
Baltimore, Detroit. I think that will be money. That's NFL. That's major.
old. Yeah, that's gonna be old school.
Because like
never been in Baltimore. Everybody want to see Lamar get it, so that will be most.
Everyone wants to see Lamar get it.
What it's looking like right now.
Yeah. So
hey, I know we only have a couple of minutes left, but what about all those teams at the beginning of the season who made statements? We're out on Lamar Jackson. We just want to say that we're not interested in signing Lamar Jackson.
Exactly. And Baltimore barely wanted to keep him. The fans wanted him there.
But like teams like Atlanta, like teams that needed they needed quarterbacks.
Baltimore ain't going to lose him. That would be the dumbest thing they ever did.
Exactly.
I'll go ahead and say it. Baltimore getting rid of Lamar Jackson looks like Carolina getting rid of everybody.
Well, but it just goes to, I don't know that. I mean, I know contract renewals can become cantankerous, the
big word of the day, ladies and gentlemen, cantankerous.
But it's like, geez, if he wins next week and he wins 2 weeks after that, he's worth his contract.
He's worth an extension and a bonus.
He's worth
worth
whatever he got, $250 million or whatever.
He's worth past due money.
Yeah. So
here's something to think about. If it was a Baltimore, Detroit, Baltimore regular season won over Detroit 38 to what the hell was it? 38-6 in a regular season game. So
yeah. So
I think I think it's going to be Baltimore and San Francisco.
Yeah.
Which kind of leads me to what they were saying, like whenever time they do a Super Bowl advertisement, and you see like the colors.
Yeah.
They saw it's purple and kind of like reddish, so it could have been like San Francisco or Tampa Bay. And they're like saying whatever the colors are, normally the teams is what is going.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Somebody mentioned that. I'm like,
well,
that is probable.
Tampa Bay's out of it now.
But I mean also too, like what I know it was like a money grab, because depending on what, like other than the previous Super Bowl when Tom Brady was like, the first ever Super Bowl hosted at one of the teams.
Right.
But normally though, if you look on the grid, like wherever the Super Bowl is, you got to have the teams from the opposite direction, so that way the fan base could come in.
Right.
So if you have Detroit and then you have Baltimore going to the Super Bowl, that's money right there because like Detroit's going to come in like tenfold hard,
Yeah.
and same with Baltimore too. But
Just I want to say one thing. The presentation today at the Detroit game, like you saw the lights, the roof, everything else like that. I'm like, that's an event.
Yeah.
That's something like, hey, you paid your money, you're gonna get in and you're gonna enjoy whatever show you're gonna see. It's like
Yep.
going to Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah.
You know it's gonna be a great time.
Plus.
now I will say this though. If Baltimore does go to the Super Bowl, hopefully they have a designated person in charge to control the lights.
Wow.
Light incident. Oh God.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Because that felt right there. It's like, man, Baltimore was stomping a mud hole in them, and then the lights go out, and then all of a sudden 49ers come back. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I remember that. I'm gonna supposed to come up here. I'm waiting on him. We do got a good 29 minutes left. I can say that.
How do you go 4th and 12 from your own 30-yard line? Yeah, bro. I have no idea.
That's crazy. It's called going for it. I get it, but when it works, it's all good. When it don't work, roast.
Is that in the analytics? That one?
That's in the script.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey.
Christian McCaffrey being hurt was an issue. I saw that. Debo Samuel being out. I want to make sure we keep up on that injury report because he's going to be a factor for the San Francisco offense.
Yeah.
I know I'm harping on it, but I remember Debo before. I spoke on him before, too. I actually picked him. I think it was his rookie season. He was the 49ers. That man's been a beast.
Yep.
That man has been a beast. Christian McCaffrey, hands down. Go ahead and give him his Hall of Fame jacket now. Just stop playing.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give it to him. I said this about him. I'm going to say the same thing I said about Cam. Go ahead and give him the jacket now. Them boys going in there. They go in there. Go ahead your name. Go ahead and put it in calligraphy. Go ahead and put it in hieroglyphics. And go ahead and put it in any other alien knowledge we don't realize. That man's going in the Hall of Fame. That man, he is a problem. He is a problem. Duncan went in early. Cam should have went in early. Put Christian McCaffrey ass in there early.
Because I think if somehow 49ers would prevail and somehow like win it all, Christian McCaffrey could just retire and be like, hey, Dad, you're not the only one with the Super Bowl ring.
He's a proud father. And honestly, that's why he can be, what's the word I want to say?
Lamar Jackson's PR rep.
He's got to be MVP before. He has to be MVP before Brock Purdy. He has to be. He's the only reason Brock Purdy isn't the MVP. Nothing against Brock Purdy. I'm just saying Ted had dropped down, so my bad, y'all. Ted, appreciate you coming through. At least he did pop up. I'm waiting on Smoke to get up here. Let him drop his spill in here.
Did Smoke have his show yet? Or is he going later?
He didn't do one today. He was going to do one later, but I told him.
Okay.
I didn't know y'all did a show this morning.
I do a show every Sunday morning.
I know.
Why don't I go through this with y'all?
I know. My bad.
Yeah, you do it in the morning. I thought you was gonna do it a little later because of the time of the games.
I actually don't mind the post games for JoJo because he misses Sunday mornings. I get it. I don't expect Rich, but Rich keeps surprising me. I got to remember these retired dudes can do what they want to do when they feel like it.
Within limits there.
Within limits. Hey, you pass your limit right now. Keep playing, all right?
Yeah, I forgot because I woke up at 9:00 this morning and then I didn't even think about it. I just woke up, just kind of just.
Well, Tony was hurting a little bit. I think
I was hurting this morning.
Yeah, you could feel it in your hurt there.
Bad. And that happens to me a lot. Yeah. I've been trying to hide it. I couldn't hide it today.
Yeah.
A lot of down days and mornings if I don't stretch, and I haven't been a chiropractor in over a month. So that's
he's trying to tough it out like some of those players that get hurt and stuff like that. No,
exactly.
It's just shut it down.
Well. In the great words of Steve Smith Sr., ice up, son, ice up.
I don't have my ice packs. You're actually correct. I got to find them. I haven't found them since I moved, so that's my fault. But I got my.
Oh
got my
man,
fall
when
freeze.
I played football, my ice pack was a bag of mixed veggies and then a bag of broccoli and then a bag of
Oh,
from
yeah,
the
dinner on
freezer.
your shoulders during the game. Yeah, what we have for
From
dinner?
the
I don't
frozen.
steaks. We having this tonight. Bump.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll warm it up real quick.
Yeah, you can marinate it on the way home. Shit.
Cause it's
Pause. It
like my
sounded wrong.
dad.
My bad.
But yeah, I mean, like when I played, I come home banged up and everything. Like my dad didn't have like an ace wrap or anything or any tape, so what my dad would use like was Saran wrap, and just like put it on my
Oh my
shoulder.
God.
That's how broke we were, man.
Yeah. But people still do that to this day.
But yeah, I had like
Yeah.
Saran wrap on my shoulder. I had a pack of like broccoli or a pack of spinach on my neck.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
so,
playing like 4 positions is tough.
That's how they developed the ice pack. They saw a lot of people do that. It's like, oh, geez, there's a product there.
He went home, started smelling like a casserole.
Pretty much.
Smelling like a casserole.
Oh.
Y'all got any final thoughts though? For real, the smoke don't make it.
Just some good games, and as far as that goes, it's we're getting. But you said, Tony, so just to reiterate, I guess that the season will be over after the Super Bowl. So then we're going to try and do something up for United Football League that's coming up as well.
So are we gonna still continue doing our picks?
Oh no! Well, that's the other thing, Brian. I saw the late night parenting. I stopped at the end of the 18th week, as far as
okay.
and stuff. I don't do the playoffs because it's just like I don't think they really count as well. It's just like same thing as fantasy football is over when the last week of play.
My 2 picks are Detroit, Baltimore.
Yeah, we could still say who we're picking for and stuff like that, and just and I think I was going to bring them up. I don't have them. Let's see if I can bring them up. As far as the final one, so, because you haven't seen them yet, have you?
No.
Let's see, totals. Is that the totals one? Let me see if I can bring this up. Possibly. Let's see. I'll just max out my screen with it and see if that comes up. Does that show up?
Let's see what you got. No, just I'm trying to screen share it and I'll hit it.
Let me try it one more time there. It should come up.
I had to get on Rich earlier this week. He was talking about playing around with some new hardware. I was like, no, don't do that. I was at work and I almost dropped my tool bag.
Oh, that was my Chrome bet. I
was messing with you.
Their own Chrome bet stuff. Okay, let me hang on just real quick. I'll get it.
Golf Hawk, that's my whole point. Did you see the old Kelsey? Did you see it? Did you see it? That's why I said they got themselves back. Him and Pacheco gonna carry it.
Yeah.
Him and Pacheco gonna carry it.
Pacheco been tearing it up, man.
Rashee Rice has already been doing this thing, boy. Him and Pacheco gonna carry it.
Yeah. Angry Kelsey. Angry hardball Kelsey.
I guess he got tired of everybody harping on him.
What were your thoughts about his brother up in the stand? Up in the
Good.
Yeah, you seen him turned up? Yeah. He was out there. Yeah.
He's partying with the folks there.
And he's like, man, I didn't have to go far either.
Yeah. I was like, what?
He right there with him. Him and
I was
Taylor.
like, look at him, man.
Oh yeah, since we up here, shout out to Stephen A. Smith who been saying what I was saying. Enough is enough with the Swifty shit.
Right. Everybody mad. Yeah.
Enough is enough with the Swifties, man. Y'all stop it. Y'all stop
She was there.
I think Cass is jealous that he got him a billionaire girlfriend and she's dealing with a football player. I think Cass is jealous, but I ain't mad at neither one of them. I ain't mad at neither one of them. Turn off all the cameras, shut all the windows, turn the lights off, close the blinds, all that. Keep these folks out your business and get it on.
Yeah. But I mean, but it just trips me out though, because like Haley Steinfeld, the girl that plays Kate Bishop, she's dating Joe Burrow. I mean, she's dating Josh Allen. Olivia Dunn is dating Joe Burrow.
You can't help it, man. Get this dude, JoJo.
Like, where's their props? You know, where's their props?
Taylor Swift, man. I told you. We said it before. Taylor Swift is the person.
The it girl.
The it girl, man.
Oh, yeah. Let me see these numbers. What you got there, Rich?
Okay, there's that's for week 18
Mhm.
as far as the last week, and I ended up going down in the cellar, moving up, and then CBS and Tony tied it there for that week, and then the overall final.
Lost to CBS. I'm still mad about that.
Well, well, you and CBS came on the second half. I was really surprised staying where I was at because Brian, you and Ted were definitely making a move coming up each week there. The last 3 weeks, you guys were pushing up as far as that goes. So that's how we
That's
stood
how
over
we ended the season, pretty much.
the end of the
Oh
season.
man,
Yeah.
I finished off in fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth.
You can see we're
I
all
plead the
within two,
fifth.
3 games and stuff like that.
Well,
Like
here's what's crazy, and I'm happy that nobody had a losing record.
no,
I'm real
nobody
happy
really
about that.
does.
So anybody want to come see my league or see my co-host or see my fellow live streamers, y'all come see us, man. I'm putting my foot down for the whole league and the guest hosts and everybody up in here, man. This ain't what you want, all right? We on y'all's asses. We 2 seasons in. We pretty deep with this, man. I ain't worried about none of yous, all right? Holla at your boys.
None of you.
Word, none of yous.
None, yes.
None of yous. I ain't worried about none of yous. Trying to tell y'all, man. Trying to tell y'all. Appreciate you keeping up with the numbers, Rich. I really
Yeah, that's fun. That was like the first year we were just given the picks and sort of just it's a little different when you see the numbers and stuff like that. As far as that goes, and
I always tell people, man, they don't believe us, man. You don't want to see nobody in this league, and I'm gonna stand up with this whole league right now. Don't come up in our face with that bullshit. Rich been holding me down. Brian been holding me down. Ted been holding me down. Jojo been holding me down. Smoke been in the cut. Golf all the league champion 2 times in, man. You don't want none of us. All right?
Man, I came close and then I lost. I came close and I lost to Glick. I was like, man.
Yeah, Glick, he did good. He's and I told him, man, he need to get up in here because he was always good with the football stats. He really was. He was good at football stats. Glick doing his music thing. He did 90s hip hop the other night. I'm gonna check it out tomorrow when I'm at work.
Yeah, I mean, it was just like that weekend, man. I mean,
Oh, he sent us a message last night to come on. It was late though. I was trying to get my butt to bed. He wanted to come on the broadcast last night. I told y'all we're going to get up there again.
yeah.
We're going to get up there. Any final thoughts, gentlemen?
Nah, that was it. It was just one. Just wanted to cover that, and then so I guess what next Sunday it's the conference championship weekend.
I'm sure definitely. The weekend afterwards, I know I'll be busy. I thought I would have had to miss a week, but I won't. That's going to be the bye week between the championship game and the Super Bowl, so that's going to work out well.
Weekend before. Yeah. Next week, the first game's at 3, and I believe the second game's at 6:30.
We probably have one game on Saturday and the other one on Sunday.
No. It's all on the same. It's all on Sunday.
Both of them on Sunday.
Both of them on Sunday.
Yep.
And that's the thing too.
Same
Houston
time.
Auto shows this week too.
Boy. Gentlemen, I appreciate y'all being here. Brian, the original co-host, sticking around. Catch him on Snapchat. Brian TS Cattle Score. There's an underscore in there somewhere, isn't there?
Yeah.
Where?
Thailander _F150 on Snapchat.
Highlander _F150. Appreciate you, Brian, being here. JoJo, Mr. B, the MMA guy. Mr. B 1986 on YouTube. Go ahead, JoJo. Shit, I tried.
Yeah, you had it there. Mr. B, Mr. B 86 on YouTube, Mr. B 1986 on X, and Mr. B on OK Live. Yep.
Fireman Rich, go ahead and plug your show, please, sir.
Yeah, just Google at Fireman Rich. I'm out here on Twitch as far as that goes. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, doing the live stream.
I'm on your case, Rich. I've Googled Fireman Rich. Other people show up.
No, the at Fireman Rich.
Fireman Rich. I got you. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my link tree down. That's my link tree down there. Please follow my Twitter, my YouTube, my Twitch, my Rumble. Those are the main platforms I'm trying to grow. I want to thank everybody for watching. Thank everybody for sticking around. Thank everybody for coming through. Appreciate Golf for being in chat. Smoke for being in chat. I'm sorry you didn't make it up. I got to go to bed. I ain't messing around with y'all. Now, y'all be keeping me up all day, all night. Don't nobody care when I go to work. Ain't nobody paying me. I'm on y'all's asses. I said it already. You can find me on TikTok, TONYTON19723. You can find me on Twitch, TONYTON72, Rumble, TONYTON72, Instagram, TONYTON72, Twitter, TONYTON163. You see the link tree. If I said it wrong, find it up there, damn it.
Just rewind the clip and then play it in slow motion. Or play it slow.
And try it. It just might work.
I'm
gonna catch y'all later. And Brian makes me sick.